Okay, so another update. It's been a while since the last one. I've just been incredibly busy, but the boots are incredible now. They are so well worn in. It still bites a bit at the back of my right foot, but that's mainly because I've got a blister on my foot that just hasn't gone away. It's now effectively a hole in my heel, which isn't particularly nice. But that's fine, it's bearable. I've bought those blister plaster things, and I was told put those on and your troubles will be over, so I'm putting all my faith into those. The boots themselves, fantastic. They're so comfortable. I could wear these all day, no problem at all. Stomping around, and thoroughly enjoy wearing them. They're just effectively like having bare feet almost. It's quite a strange feeling. You know you've got boots on, but they're just incredibly comfortable, and it's basically because they're molded to your feet. That's, you know, you've broken them in using your feet, so that's what they're molded to. They're actually shaped the same. Which brings me to my next thing. I was doing some research about breaking boots in, and there's been some strange things. People have been wearing them in the shower, getting them absolutely soaked, and then leaving them dry on their feet. And I kind of understand the principle of that. I mean, it will make the leather soft, but it will also make it stink. Anybody that's ever been anywhere near anybody wearing leather trousers for any, or even worn leather trousers for any long periods of time, know how much they smell after a while. But if you get them wet, it's infinitely worse. So that's not a great idea. You will have them maybe broken in quicker, but they will stink, and you may not be able to wear them for large periods of time. Another one is people are putting balloons of water inside the boots and freezing the balloon, freezing the water in the balloon, and then leaving it in the boots. And I have one main problem with that, from what I can work out. As I was saying before, if you're to break these boots in, they break, they shape themselves to your foot. That's the point, and you end up with a boot that is foot-shaped, U-shaped. But if you use balloons inside the boot to break the leather in, you end up with balloon-shaped boots, which isn't great, in my way of thinking anyway. Another one is, and this blew my mind when I read this, people are setting fire to them, which you would think generally the only reason that you'd set fire to anything is if you never ever want to see it again. And if you set fire to these, you are going to end up with ash and melted rubber, and that's pretty much all, you know, and an expensive, basically, pile of nothingness. So don't set fire to your boots. It's just that's a stupid idea. Dr.Martens themselves, I don't know if they still do, but they used to sell pre-broken in boots, and I've seen people try to recreate this themselves, and having kind of varying degrees of success online. And I think the problem is there that when Dr.Martens do it, or used to do it, I don't know if they still do, they softened the leather before they even made them. The leather itself was rolled in a big cage in kind of a warm environment, I think, which softened the leather before they were even put together as a boot. They were just panels, rolling, and then when all that was done, they got one of their guys to roll the backs down. It's going to explode my house now. They rolled the backs down, all the way down, and then hit the folds with the a plastic hammer or a rubber hammer in various parts, which breaks down the back. Also, they put something inside the boot themselves, and then they bend this part over and over and over and over again, as well as these parts, and also down at the sides. But it's kind of pre-treated leather, which they don't do for normal boots. They just leave it, you know, pretty much, you know, rip it off a cow and paint it. So I completely understand the theory behind people, you know, filling them with towels, folding it down and hitting it with a hammer or something, obviously, what's the word, covered and safely covered by something. You don't want to hit directly onto the leather, or you'll cause it all sorts of damage. So I understand the principle of that, and it's a great idea. And I was rolling down the backs when I was breaking these in, because the backs just were not moving, because these are really thick leather. And it's a good idea, I think, as you're going along. And some people, as soon as they get them home, they put them on, and they detect where they're the tightest. So kind of here, across here, and at the back, general. And wherever they are particularly uncomfortable, they work on those areas in particular, doing that method, and it seems to help quite a lot, and I get that. But if somebody was to ask me what the best method of breaking these in, it's not a great answer if you're looking for a quick way, a quick route, if you like, to break these in. Oh God. But it's basically to wear them. Now, you can either do it in steps, you know, sort of an hour here, 2 hours here around the house, etc. But if you're impatient like me, and also you kind of discover a kind of masochistic streak, seemingly, where it didn't matter how painful these are, I just refused to take them off, then they might, you know, you're moulding them to your feet. They are going to be the most comfortable things you're ever going to wear, and if you look after them with the balm, etc., they're going to last for years and years and years and years. So they're a great investment, but the breaking in procedure for me really counts, because if you shape these to a balloon, for instance, you will end up, you know, with an odd shaped boot. I don't think it's going to be the same, whereas these are just wonderful. It's like wearing slippers almost. It's great, only far cooler than slippers. So yeah, that's basically it. I've had these now for about a month and a half now, I think. Worn them every day, 8+ hours a day, on the metro, off the metro, in the office, around the office, around Paris, wherever I've been, and they have done me wonders. It's rained on them, it's all sorts of things. Incidentally, if they get wet at all, just give them a wipe with a towel and leave them. As long as you've done the Wonder Balm on them, it's fine, they'll be grand. If they get absolutely soaked, just leave them dry out. Give them a wipe. As I say, Wonder Balm them, because Wonder Balm will waterproof them as well. It's very good stuff, and it softens the leather so well. So when you get your first pair, it's probably advisable to Wonder Balm them, and then break them in using your feet. So thanks for now.